So here's the first trade-in of the season. It's a decent one. Actually runs, and probably don't have to do too much to it, hopefully. The Yard Machine's 500 series Briggs, kind of the older flathead style, the good engines, the one with the diaphragms on them. Traded the newer big wheel one with the bag for it. Gave him probably the equivalent of $20 to $30 on trade for this. But still got a decent amount of money plus trade for it. For a running mower, I'll definitely pay a little bit more for them. So this one right here looks like he put a brand new spark plug in. He just said he didn't trust it. He said it smoked a little bit, and that he just wanted to get something a little bit better. Let me grab a towel. We're going to check the oil in it. It does look like it runs, or it does run. Just smokes a little bit. It looks like it's a little bit too full of oil, so we're going to check that real quick. But I will show you that it runs. And the oil in it is very black, so I know it's going to need changing. We're going to check the oil in it real quick here. Put it on my little level area. As you can see, I'll show you the oil right there. Full mark is right there. The oil is up to here. So let me drain out some oil in it, and I'm going to actually do a little bit of carb linkage adjustment too, because it sounds like it's running a little bit slow. And I'll give y'all another take here. I'm just going to tilt the mower over, and I'll kind of show you all the linkage setup while I'm at it too. So took the air filter off. There was not even an air filter in there. And then here's the linkage. So I'll put an air filter in it, obviously. So here's the linkage here. You can see the spring is a little bit stretched, and this is really free and easy to move, which is why it's running kind of slow. Because it's basically running at about half throttle. So I'm going to take this right here. As you can see, the spring is attached to this kind of little adjuster. I'm going to pull the adjuster out. Probably have to pull it out a little bit more than that, actually. So might have to pull it out a little bit more, maybe even bend the spring a little bit, just because you can see it stretched out a little bit. So, but it kind of looks like it's a little bit better there. So let me drain a little bit of the oil out, and then we'll see how it runs there. So drain a little bit of oil out. Didn't get too messy, but as you can see, right at full, maybe just over a little bit. I might drain a little bit more out, but let's see see if it runs better, and see if the smoke problem cleared. can see it's still smoking, but if it's got a lot of oil in the crankcase from transport or whatever, I'm just going to go take it down to the bottom and let it run for a little while, and might drain out just a touch more oil out of it, and let it run and see if the smoke clears. So I've let it run for a few minutes down here. First off, you can hear after I adjusted the throttle on it that it is running much faster. Second off, as you can see, there's no smoke left. But this is going to need a typical diaphragm replacement. That's a good test, is just move it back and forth like that, and if the mower is stumbling and stuff, then you do need to put a diaphragm in it. Obviously it needs an air filter and blade sharpen and a good clean. So let me do all those 4 things, and if I don't find any other surprises, I'll show you all the final product. So here I have cleaned it up. I just kind of gave it a quick wash since it's going right next door to cut and get dirty again, since I'm giving it to the neighbor. Since he gave his mower to me last year, he ended up moving back a couple weeks ago, and so pretty much tit for tat for what I got from him to what I'm going to give him back, which is good for this trade. Again, I did this in just under right around 2 hours doing this, you know, from getting it to freshening it up and washing it and getting it ready. This one didn't even need a blade sharpening. I did change the oil, as y'all saw it was black, changed the air filter, changed the carb diaphragm, and put some fresh gas in it. Gave it a quick wash, and as you can see, it turned out pretty well for what it is. If I were to sell this mower, it'd run around about 60 bucks and would sell all day at that price. But it does free up the other mower that I was going to give to him, which I'll probably get 60 for as well. So it's it all works out. So here we go. Like I said, all I did was speed it up and do a general service to it. The bag does have one small hole in the back, but it doesn't really use the bagger that much anyways. So the season's getting started well. 3 sold in, this weekend, and 1 trade-in here. So things are looking promising for 2018. I gotta get some more sold pretty quickly. So thank y'all for watching. If I ever get another trade in or anything changes, I'll make another video.